How's it going today, guys and gals? My name is Gene, and welcome to today's AA meeting. As we should all be aware, today's the big day, the start of the final season of Attack on Titan. This has been a long time coming, and I cannot wait for the weeks of entertainment that come out of every Sunday for the next several months. Sorry to all my football fans, but this is my Super Bowl. And what better way to start every game with an anthem, or in this case, an anime opening. With Studio Wit passing the torch of Attack on Titan to MAPPA, I wasn't worried about the anime's quality, as MAPPA has proven this year to be one of the best studios for animation. However, Wit has a special place in my heart for their openings. They were engaging, filled with minute detail, and the music was amazing, all choreographed like a well-written essay. But if Wit's openings are like a well-written essay, MAPPA's opening is a graduate degree level thesis of perfection. I was blown away by it so much, it forced me to want to make this video to break down the meaning behind everything. Yes, I'm going to miss Linked Horizon, but the trade-off is stellar. This discussion of the opening, like the opening, is going to be spoiler-free, so don't worry about having the season ruined for you. If you haven't seen the opening yet and would like to, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. Without further ado, let's jump into this. The first topic I wanted to discuss was the art style. MAPPA's production team decided to go with a light black and white tone with most of their scenes, using color sporadically. I feel this was chosen based on the subject matter ahead. As we know, at the end of Season 3, the real enemies are not the Titans, but other humans. For generations, the Marleans created Titans and had them roam the island of Paradise to eliminate those protected under King Fritz. Eren learns that the Titans are used as weapons, and the real enemies are that of other nations. The final season's focal point is based on the idea of war. War is common to everyone. We've either fought in it, or have had loved ones fight in battles, and or, for certain, we've learned it and read about it in times of past. The idea and purpose of war varies per situation, but the outcome is always the same. People fight, people die, and typically the winners are on the right side of history. However, the outcome are always the same. People die. War is black and white. Typically two sides fighting for a goal and a practice, but the outcome of a battle can end hundreds, if not thousands, of people's lives. The choice of the black and white for the scenes I feel were chosen to showcase the message that these events taking place are lifeless, like black and white images. That's why when color is introduced, these scenes become a bit more complicated. Color usually represents life. Color pops and draws you into a scene. That's why it's so attractive to us. When colors are introduced in this opening, however, they mean quite something different. Weapons are used to take away life, and we see several times in this opening that when bombs or weapons are being used, it brings color. Not only does this engage with the audience, but also plays a new age modern art representation that has a deeper meaning. In this black and white war, when a weapon is being used, it brings color of life, when in fact the weapon is being used for the exact opposite. It's being used to take away a life. This representation and use of color shows the mass level of destruction we as humans can cause during war. I don't mean to be preachy, that's not my goal. But for every new war, typically brings newer, more powerful weapons. In this opening, the more powerful weapons, the brighter the colors get. When this soldier uses his flamethrower, the red and blue embers fill the screen as the scene repeats several times, showing us, the audience, the amount of times and usage one uses this weapon. Again, I think this usage of art is powerful and is a really interesting representation of what is going to transpire in this upcoming season of Attack on Titan. Most of the scene choices were common ground and spoiler-free. Other than this quick view of the Eldian soldiers and the shot of the falling Titans is all we get for what can be considered quote-unquote spoilers. But most of these images were shown in the trailer, and if not, are going to be introduced within the first episode. The other scenes showcase war, destruction, and the use of birds and their freedom. I've talked about this in a previous video on the usage of bird imagery in this series. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it, but the gist of this is that birds represent freedom. There's no rules, obstacles in the sky, and a bird who's not trapped in a cage can travel anywhere it likes. Flight for humans is difficult and took years of curiosity and determination to give us the ability to fly in the sky for travel. We take it for granted, but once we've mastered it, we weaponized it. Look at World War I. Again, sorry to be hammering this topic down your throat, but this is the area that Attack on Titan is going to be covering this season. Look at this scene where the soldiers are marching down in a line. And then the scene showing birds flying in a flock with a zeppelin, inhabiting the skies with them. We mimic behavior of traveling with a pack and moving with a mission mindset, traveling to our destination. This transition is flawless and can be missed, but look how similar the soldiers march and how the birds flap. It's one of my favorite scenes in this 1 minute and 30-second opening. And following this is the final 20 seconds, when everything is blown to the point there's nothing but a pile of corpses. The final scene, we see Eren in his Titan form, fierce, ferocious with others behind him. But with nothing around him, we are left with asking, what is Eren fighting for? And as the final scene zooms towards Eren's face, the opening ends and the episode begins. There are a few other things I liked about this opening. I love the music. Like I said, I'm going to miss Linked Horizons music and the memes like Sasagio, but Kota Yamato made an amazing catchy song that I know I'll be playing on repeat for possibly the next several weeks as I wait for the full version. Anyway, what did you guys think of the opening? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and consider subbing if you want more Attack on Titan content. Later today, I'll hopefully have the breakdown for episode 1 ready, so stay tuned. Regardless, hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you later. Ciao.